to part 2 of the 106 guide. So we just finished killing Failed Champ, and we quit out after that. Run Dream Gate. Let's just scroll. Alright. So after you save quit, go back in. And you can either change your charms here or when you bench a dirt meth. I do it here. Just take out Twister and put Fluke on. And you go 2 down. That's why my Dream Gate splits 2D. So then you start as fast whenever you can. And I'm gonna talk to Seer like 6 times. Whoops. Like 6 times in a row. Right there, you'll get the Dream Gate split, like right there, or whatever it is. Get Dream Gate, you're just gonna Crystal Dash out. Then you're gonna go 2D again, by 2Ds and Cyclone Slash. You have to remember to bench and dirt myth. If it helps you to remember to bench and dirt myth that you haven't switched charms yet, you can do that. But I switch charms whenever I quit that, or like save quit. So it's up to you. Doesn't really matter either way. Make sure you do the same way every time, otherwise your splits will be kind of fake. Gonna Crystal Dash. Not that it does that. Gonna do that later too. Alright. Don't need a hit on him, you just need 2 hits on this guy. And if this guy's close, I just hit him twice. If he's far, you can dash over and hit him and he'll fall into like the little pit. But it doesn't really matter. Then you just want to climb up here, however you find that easiest. You're gonna make your way over here. I try to hit all these guys on the way. Get 3 more hits. And then over here and get Cyclone. My chat is trying to mess with the alerts. So you're gonna get Cyclone. Just dash out. If you got 2 hits in King's Pass, you only need 1 right, or you only need 2 right there. If you got only 1 hit on that little crawler, then you hit Blind Guy twice and then down on the ground. So then we just have Gore, which is super easy. You're just gonna fluke. Make sure that most of them hit. You want to make sure it's really unfortunate if you kill this Vengefly with your flukes, because you're going to use him. So just make sure that no flukes fly all the way over here. You're going to kind of bait him a little bit, and then use him to get up here. And don't worry, you'll get the essence from Gorb here in a second. Don't want to fly all the way over to the left, even though we used to. Because you're going to be going out of this room normally instead of using Dream Gate. Apparently it's faster. So then right here, what you're going to do is something you're going to do a lot in this run, but you're going to Dream Nail him, and then you're going to start a second Dream Nail like immediately, which gets you out of like the frozen animation. So you're going to go like this. And you just kind of have to get used to the timing. And then you're going to start a C-Dash right there. You also just have to get used to the height. I don't really have a visual cue for it. I just like go with where, like, I don't know. I just kind of have a mental idea of where it is. You just have to get used to the timing of the dream nail. You have to get used to the timing of the height of where you see it. But that dream nail thing is like you just have to start it like right with the first, kind of just like a feel. Here. So I stopped this C dash, and then I inventory drop right up against the wall, and then dash and inventory drop, and you set a dream gate right here. And here, I'll set state. So the way I do this is I just jump, pogo, keep walking until you land here, wait like a half a second, then D-Dark, crystal dash over, wait like a second, D-Dark, crystal dash. Very rarely that guy will stop you. This guy, I normally swing 3 times immediately. Like I'll swing once. If I don't hit him, then I wait a second, then I swing the first time. I'll do that. Oh fuck! I pressed the save state in a transition. That might have been bad. Yeah, I think it's bad. Might have broke it. I broke it. Okay. I literally can't do anything. Whoops. Let's do this. Adam, no, I don't have an answer. Like, it's just, I know. A thing that there's no like cue for it. Like, I don't have a timing cue. I just do it like have a feel for it. No, I just press it a second time. I do this best I can.
To sta cugando. Gaso! Hele somet. Bam. Finne.
I love how the music starts for like a half a second. Try to skip. yourself slam. Jump off the wall while holding right. Pogo once. Wait a second. Left. Second. Alright, and then I do an immediate swing. He's not there, so I wait a second, hit twice. I try to pogo him, and then just jump off that wall and double jump. Kind of like, just to look at what I do. I know there's a slightly, well, like, there's a faster way to do this that Monster and Axe do. This has always been the way I've done it. And it's really, really consistent. Like, one of every, like, I don't know, 50 times I'll get hit by the little jumping guy that people call Jennifer for some reason. But it's pretty rare. And you can still recover from it if you just don't panic. I jump in between that platform and the spikes, which is really important because if you hit the spikes, you'll go all the way back to the beginning. There you go, there's the dark room. You're gonna dream gate out. So then I dash over, hit him once, and then I dive, break that wall, and you're gonna be charging a cyclone. You want to break both sides and crystal dash in. Now, here's where the wiggle comes in. So, if you remember, like normally when you hit this lantern like a certain amount of times, you'll get locked in place while like the little melody plays and like the fire's starting and like there's a bunch of bullshit. So, as you're coming by it, I normally hit it 5 times. Actually, I think it breaks it. Hold on. Normally when I practice this, I'd set the dream gate or the save state out here. So I'll show you what I do all in sequence. Might already be activated. Fine. Then I dash and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I line up right behind this pole. And I missed it. There. So the idea is to finish that while you're in the Cyclone Slash. So I'll do it again just so I can show you. But yeah, the idea is to finish that while you're in the Cyclone Slash. That way it kind of lets you like leave. I know that's already activated, but I'm just for the show. So 5, then I get behind the pole. So the idea is to be Cyclone Slashing. If this is the edge of the lantern, I'll use this hand because it's backwards for the camera. The Cyclone Slash, you want to like basically move back and forth while tapping the nail button over and over. Like you want to be going back and forth left and right. That way it can like hit it and go. So I'll do it one more time. See if we can get it first try this time. Yeah, I can see chat. So you kind of want to line up to the behind that little pole, that foreground pole, and then I stop the C dash right before that platform with the 2 little crawlids. Hit him once. That was rude, Lewis. Him again. Then you want to hit that guy once, or hit him twice like that if you can. But if you can't, then hit him also. Just make sure you have two spells down here. Don't jump when you shoot those flukes. It'll actually make it to where it's kind of hard for them to hit. And then, okay. So you want to fluke those 2 guys, then come over here, get this. Then you want to make it to where your horn is coming out below this line, right? If you can see like any part of the head other than the horn, you're too high. And if like the horn's coming out down here, you're too low. Basically, you want to put it this height because you have to clear something right above your head and clear something like the ground right. Whoop. Then you're just gonna C dash here. Tigers, thank you for the host. You want to get at least 1 spell worth of soul in here. Dash. And then you want to drop off this platform and go slash right. Stop it right here, and then you can fluke this guy like really early. Oh, I didn't mean to dash right. And you set a dream gate here. And we try to dash into that ceiling to get like a little slope push down. So you want to stop before this guy. Oh. Normally that doesn't happen. But you normally have a pretty good amount of time. It doesn't look like you do. Sometimes he'll swing like immediately, but it's kind of rare. But you can just charge a C-dash right in front of him and he like won't even swing. Doesn't really matter what you do down here, just get down as fast as possible. I do this differently like every time I come in there. And you pick for Un to give you shape of Un. Alright, then you're going to save quit. Alright, and then you're going to just head over to the left and grab Grimchild real quick. I don't know why this is Grimchild 2. Don't bag. That might have been from an old route that's just still there. Oh, whatever. This. You're gonna save quit like that. So then whenever you're here, you want to take off Luke, put on Grimchild. That's really important. And we're gonna head over. And my splits say 2D. And we go 2 down. And start your C-dash as soon as you can. Now, this is kind of important because you're going to use a Cyclone Slash to get 2 fireballs here. Sometimes you'll get lucky and kill this Grimchild in 1 fireball if it double hits, but you can't always rely on that. You want to at least get... Oops. Alright, so I didn't kill him. Then you have to wait for the little icon to show up in the corner. Dash out. Head up the elevator. Grimchild's gonna get left behind. Bye-bye. One thing to note is don't grab the walls of the elevator. Like, don't be clinging to the walls of the elevator like can't when the doors are open, apparently. When you go through the transition like upwards, because it'll break your wall jump and you won't be able to wall jump like right here. So I normally get 3 hits on him. Go over you. Go over you. And that D-Dark is kind of important because if you drop down there and they're kind of placed inconveniently, you'll hit one and then get knocked into the spikes, and it's just really obnoxious. And then just get past those guys if they're in your way. Fireball. I normally try to have 1 fireball left when I'm leaving here, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. You can get soul, or you're gonna need it next. But I had enough to fireball and still have 1. You're gonna dream gate out. And you're just gonna drop off, dash. And then you're gonna walk over to the right until you clear that, and you're gonna start holding left. I use that little ceiling boost to like a little slope to knock me downwards. In the way, just poke over him. You're gonna drop off the sledge, set your dream gate here. And you're gonna dash left. And on this patch, you're allowed to C-dash into this room. For some reason on current patch, it puts him in the way. I don't know why. So if you do this quickly, then these guys won't be in your way right here. If you fall behind a little bit, they'll be in the way. It's not a big deal. If you get hit by him, just pogo dash through him. You can still make it to the other side without falling into the thorns. And And then I think it's right. Oh no, it's that last one. You can, instead of crystal dashing off the top, you can go over to the side and crystal dash off the side, and then just make sure you cancel your C dash as you get into the transition, or you'll C dash into those spikes. So if you are going to do the thing, I just crystal dash off the top. Well, for you, and then stop it and then dash in. But if you do it off the side, you'll go straight into the transition, but you have to make sure to end it before you go in. Then you want to do a full double jump. Whoops. Now, the nailsmiths that don't charge money, so the two that are not dash slash, as soon as the option pops up for like left right, or like for yes or no, you can immediately press left and accept. Whenever there's money that you have to pay, there's a delay. So you'll see it later whenever we go get dash slash. So we're gonna dream get out of here. This is all just like cleaning up, you know, doing little errands here and there, making sure to get all the charms and grubs from down here. So you're gonna C dash. Make sure not to just land right there, because for some reason you'll hard fall, even though it's like not very far at all. But I just dashed right before I hit the ground. Whoops. Then cancel your C dash. Make sure to dash off the platform so you get a second dash. Same thing back. And then hold nail as you come into this room. And you're going to select one slash this guy. And you can get the C dash off before he explodes. Now, you're just going to jump over to do this. Now, right here, if you C dash off of like right here, there's like a very, very small sweet spot. It's not even like really worth it. But if you can get it perfectly, you'll land on top of the platform over there. Like you'll just see, well, this way for you. I keep having to reverse it. You'll C dash and you'll just land directly on the platform. But if you like don't take the chance of like accidentally hitting those top spikes, then you can just stop it and then double jump on the platform. So I'll like try to get the perfect. That's too low. See, like you can actually land up there perfectly. There's just a certain spot. It's not really, like I said, it's kind of risky to even go for it, because then you could just bonk your head on those spikes and lose like 5 seconds for no reason, just to save like half a second. But if you want to go for it, go for it. All right, so then we're going to C dash over here, and then I cancel my C dash kind of early because I think it makes him show up early. And you want to make sure, that's why you want to have one fireball earlier, and then you cyclone slash that guy before the thorn room, because not only is he in your way and he's going to be in your way on the way back, but you want to have 2 fireballs just in case you don't double hit him. So yeah, we double hit him. Then I C dash on the side of that little thing, and then double jump here. And then as soon as you get on this platform, you can crystal dash over. And I just let the slope right here stop my C dash. Hit him. Now, I just dash over and double jump into those little gaps. Just the way I go. A lot of these rooms are like, this is not like the proven 100% fastest way to go through these rooms, but they're not like, there's not that much difference. Just get through the rooms as fast as you can. Whatever's easy for you, and like, you're safe quitting right here, so even if you get hit 4 times in that previous room, as long as you don't die, you're fine. Your health is not going to matter now. So we're going to save quit after that grub. Make sure that the glass actually breaks on the grub jars, because if you like nail into like the start button with like frame perfect, like 1, 2, then the grub doesn't actually like register. If there's actually like cracks in the glass and it looks like it's breaking, then it works. But if you like, if your nail comes out and it makes like the little noise, but you press start too early, it won't actually register. So I'm gonna climb up here, and then once the background, like you can kind of tell, like I'm coming up on it right here, because the background, I'm gonna stop, double jump. I'm going to head over here and drop into this, and then inventory drop here, and then start a cyclone slash. You can break that and this wall at the same time. Now, if you got the long animation like that, you'll have to kind of stall in the air, and then I get 2 more hits, so I have full soul. Okay, whenever I cyclone slash like that, if you get the fast animation, you have to like get up here quickly and like do that, and then, but you want to make sure after you break this, make sure to land here before dashing, otherwise you're going to be stuck in the air with no dash right here. So you want to make sure that you dash off this floor, and then you can do that, and then cyclone slash as you're walking away. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit, and health is kind of important here. If you don't run on Steel Soul, it's not that bad to die to Crystal Guardian 1 or 2 because there's a Dream Gate right before it. So it'll be like 30 seconds. But yeah, you're gonna Crystal Dash right here. Try to get a double hit, didn't get it. If you notice that you're guaranteed gonna get a second hit on him, go for it. Otherwise, it might be kind of risky to shoot your second one, so just wait for him to teleport away and teleport back to make sure you get your fireball, because obviously I don't have enough soul to shoot a third. Right here, as soon as you stop, you're going to start charging Cyclone Slash. If he's over to the right, you have to go over him. If he's over to the left, you can get it on the right side. It's just, you have to see which side he's on. And you can get it off like before he gets to you on either side. Come down. I dash once, set your Dream Gate. And then we're going to head like this. See, okay, I'm glad you got to see that, because sometimes you just get really unlucky and that guy's already shooting his little laser upwards. I'm not sure what causes it. I don't know if anybody does. It's some kind of trigger in the room, but sometimes you're just going to take a hit there and it's unfortunate. If you're okay with losing a little bit of time here, worst case scenarios, you get hit multiple times and then you can Dream Nail Crystal Guardian 1 and heal as many times as you want. So even if you're at 1 health, you can just Dream Nail him over and over and keep keep healing and Dream Nailing him before starting the fight. So right here, you're going to come in, you're going to start your Crystal Dash right here, and then as soon as this third one goes away, you're going to jump, and then make sure you dash off the platform, pogo that 3 times, and then you can start a Crystal Dash. Oh, I was too slow. And I was too fast. Okay, well, I can show you that you can heal. So we're going to get Deep Focus, dash away, or Dream Nail away, Dream Gate, whatever. Let me move down. We are up. So you're gonna dash, double jump, don't be too close to the wall or that pogo will miss. And then, like I said, if you absolutely want to and you don't feel confident, you just Dream Nail this guy and heal as many times as you want. This fight is very, very fast, so it's not that big of a deal, but if you aren't comfortable going into Crystal Guardian 2, then you can just get full health here and make sure you're fine. So like I said, there's a Dream Gate like 2 rooms away. So absolute worst case scenario is you die on one of these 2 fights and it's not the end of the world. It's like 30 seconds. Pretty sure Axe got a world record while dying to Crystal Guardian 2 back whenever the world record was like a couple minutes slower. So it's not impossible. You can still, you know, have a pretty good run with a death here. There's a couple of spots where you could die, but I'll show you the fight. It's just nail, dive, nail, dive, nail. Oh, I don't have enough soul. And he dies with like 4 nails and 4 dives. Normally you start the fight with a little bit more soul. You'd be able to do this. Wow, I still didn't have enough soul. Sometimes he jumps away, sometimes he doesn't. Make sure you get all the Geo. Whoops. Alright, here's Crystal Guardian 2. This fight can be really frustrating, and like I said, it's a good thing that there's a Dream Gate right, like, you know, a couple rooms away. That way, if you die in this fight, it can be very, very unfortunate. You can get really unlucky because you can swing your nail, and then a laser can spawn like right behind you, and the recoil from you swinging your nail can knock you into it, and there's just like no time to react. It's really frustrating, and it does 2 damage, obviously. If you are really good, you can, if you notice that you're either going to take damage to a nail or like a laser, you could try to dash into him or fall into him to take 1 damage from his, like when you have contact damage with him, just avoiding the lasers. But that's obviously like, you know, really know what you're doing here. So yeah, I try to build up as much soul as I can early. Whoops, I just stood there. And then you want to use the D-Dark to get yourself out of situations where you're going to get hit. Oops, that was an excellent. When you pogo off the top of him, there's a ton of like lag, because it's one of those situations where you're hitting something that's like not doing damage, it's like a clink, like off of like a shield or whatever. So you have to just delay your next input. Like, see, that's what I was talking about. There's like a little bit of a delay whenever you toggle. Oops. Oh, could die here. Now, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not super important, but you do want to try to end this fight with one fireball. It'll save a tiny bit of time on the next split. Otherwise, if you don't, then you could just whoops. Soul. See, right there, I didn't end up with one fireball. It's not a huge deal. Like, you could end up losing the time you're gonna save by trying to end the fight with a fireball. So, just if it's super convenient, don't do it if it's not like, you know, if you don't lose 5 seconds to end the fight with Soul. Whoa! I thought I was gonna take the damage. No. All right, so we got Soul. So I'll show you what to do when you don't have Soul, and then it's just right here. You're just gonna Cyclone Slash this little crystal miner. All the way up here. Now, if you don't have Soul, you can just hit him like that. And then don't dash right here, just walk off. Whoops. Walk off. Oh my god, I can't do it. There we go. It's kind of finicky. Like, if you don't come far enough and then come back, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard, but you want to try to get your crystal dash on the top half of this wall. If you do, you clear all of this. So you just go over all these enemies, over all these, like, everything. You dash in here. And here's why you want one fireball worth of Soul. You're gonna go to that platform and you're gonna fireball and it kills everything right here. You can grab that grub. You can either stop on this platform and then like do that if you want, but I just stop it halfway, like where those crystals are, and then just double jump dash. So I dash into this room, and then I dash past this guy to like move him over to the right, because I want to use him to get up here. And then this area is never like the same. I never do it the same way twice. It's always just kind of freestyle, kind of look at where the enemies are. Those crystal hunters, those guys right there above me, they got buffed in current patch, so they take a lot longer to like decide to shoot on this patch. They're not as obnoxious. So I do 3 dashes, then I stop and dash a 4th time. Like, I just stop holding left. You're gonna use those pogos to get up here, and you're in the clear. So I just dash until you get to this 3rd platform, crystal dash over, dash, dash, pick it up. Alright, and now we have enough to get the 2nd level of Grimchild. Crystal dash over here, hop in. Smash through his text again. And then as soon as he's gone, crystal dash back out. Come over to the wall. We're gonna go to Howling Cliffs one more time, or King's Pass one more time. All right. So you want to get 6 hits on the way to this Grimflame. If I get 2 right here, have to look at where this crawlet is. If you see I trapped Grimchild up there, like, you kind of hug the corner and the Grimchild will try to follow you, but then he'll just stay up on top of the platform. If you don't do that, when you get 1 hit on this guy, you'll try to get the 2nd hit and Grimchild will shoot it and steal the hit from you. Then you'll have to get a hit from that guy right there. But because I trapped Grimchild up there, he didn't steal it from me. And you want to get your last 2 right there. And then depending on where this guy is, I just come over and grab the Geo because why not? But depending on where that guy is, if he's above you, you don't want to like immediately jump and shoot, because like when he teleports in and you're standing right here, if you try to jump, like you see he's above you, or you're like, oh, I'm gonna jump and Shade Soul immediately, you jump, he jumps. So like when he stands there, you want to stand there for like a second and a half, and then you can jump and he won't move. But he like mirrors your movements for the first like second he comes in. So once you have once that little icon shows up in the bottom left, you save quit, and we're gonna end up back in Dirt Myth. Don't have to change any charms yet. Just ring the bell as soon as possible. And then my fly split says 2U, so we're gonna go 2 up on the tag list. Start a dream or a crystal ash as soon as possible. Out, and then old nail, going to cyclone that. You can do this room a little bit different depending on what you're comfortable with, but what I do is I just cyclone slash that, and I get a full cyclone slash and 2 hits. If Grimchild hits him, then it'll take away one of your hits, so just be aware of like where Grimchild was kind of trapped like up here. So he wasn't actually shooting him, which is nice. Then you have to hit this 4 times, and what I do is I don't do that. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of an accident. Whatever. I kind of got confused at how I do it on 112 and how I do it on 106 because they moved it. So basically, you just fireball, and then you can dash over and hit him, and the bat will miss you. So like, you just jump up, fireball, dash over, hit, and then you can. Like I said, I kind of messed it up because I've been running 112. So you want to charge Cyclone as you're coming back over here. Make sure not to let go of the nail as you're dashing, because it'll think you're trying to do a dash slash and you don't have dash slash yet, so then you'll just stand there. Jump up here. And get under the guy up top. This, and then see how I waited a second because I didn't want to like jump and have him move with me. So 0 is kind of, it's really consistent, but at the same time, any tiny change in your movement will change how it goes, and also sometimes you'll get the triple hit and sometimes you won't. So I'll show you how I normally do it. I just get one fireball. I only got a double hit. Then I got the triple on the second one. You just need a double and a triple. Sometimes you get the triple right off the bat. Sometimes you won't. I only got the double. I have the triple there. Just depends. If you get a double, you're just gonna have to chase him around the room and get more hits. Right there, you have to do the little dream nail buffer thing again, where you just start a second one. Don't leave the room before you get that essence. That's really, really bad. You'll have to go back up there and get it again a long time. Yeah, now we're gonna make our way down. Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 ways to do this arena. I will show you both. I'll show you the way that Axe does and everybody else seems to do, but I don't like it. And then I'll show you the way I do it. So I get some, so yeah, we'll try. Oops, I forgot to be charging Cyclone Slash when I came up. But yeah, we'll do the way I don't like first. You want to hit them until you have full soul, and make sure you kill both of them. Try to kill the flying guy and that guy. If he's alive, you're just gonna have to do that. Okay. That's why I don't like it, because I don't consistently kill the big guy with the 2 flying guys every time, and it's just kind of frustrating. So I'll just show you how I do it, and I like it a lot better. Might be slightly slower, but I don't really. I stay on the left side of the room. Then I let this guy come over, kill, nail, kill, nail, kill, nail, kill, and then nail, kill. I like that way a lot better. I don't like when I tried the other way, I'd mess it up all the time. Sometimes I'd get hit a bunch of times and I didn't like it. So charge a cyclone slash coming down here. That other guy right there won't normally be there. He's just there because I save stated. You don't really need all the G or the soul here, but health's not too important. You're about to bench anyway. If he's over to the right, you're gonna have to hit him once, or he's gonna come down there and hit you while you're trying to cycle slash. So I activate that from. Oh well, I forgot to look down. I forgot to do this stag look down, but it's fine. You can see how long that took. But yeah, you're gonna put a dream gate there. So you want to activate the toll, look down, then set the dream gate. Then by the time you're done doing the dream gate, the bell will be up. Hit the bell, come over here, bench, and then you're gonna take off Shaman Stone, put on Fluke, and put Shaman Stone back on to Overcharm. And then, so a lot of people call this the worst room in the run, and it really is. Not this one, the one after this. I'm gonna try to dash right before you hit that water. I didn't, but not a huge deal. All right, so here's the worst room in the run. You need the soul, hit him once. I'm gonna activate him. Then you have to land a full fluke on this guy, which can be really, really obnoxious. So he does that. Like, if you just want to damage tank it, you can, but you're about to fight Hornet 2, and now I can only take one hit to Hornet 2. So that's why, like, you have to share your health between here and Hornet 2, which is why it's obnoxious. If you really wanted to, I could heal. I have plenty of soul right now, but whoops, I didn't mean to dash there, and then we missed anyway. So whenever he shoots the 5, I try to jump over the middle one and then dash through to get to him fast, but sometimes it's just not, I don't know, it's just not very viable. If he does that one, that's the best. But you have to make sure you don't get hit to these orbs after he's already dead. And then just climb these as fast as possible. This room just sucks. It's possible to get him, I think it's possible to get him as he's, like, if he does the dash at you, like tries to just dash through you. It's possible to get him before the dash. It's possible to catch him after the dash. I've done, oh, I missed the wall somehow. Oh my god. This would be a horrible climb, but at least we killed him without taking damage. I mean, yeah, I spent a lot of time practicing this room. It's just jank. I hate it. No one really likes it. We wish we didn't have Fluke to have to kill this guy, but I was not fast enough. And then sometimes if he's sitting inside of, like if the platform is here, right? A big square platform, and he's in the middle, the flukes will just hit the platform and bounce off. They don't actually hit him, so it's really fun. So don't waste your flukes if you see that there's a platform in the way. Ooh, okay. Did not expect him to be all the way over there. You just kind of have, as you're climbing, you have to just see your opportunity to get a fluke. And it's just frustrating. Yeah, I have full health. The UI is just messed up because of the thing, but I do have full health here. So then, I'm gonna dream now right here. I've seen people go up right here, but I just do this. The different ways are like a second different at most. Then she's gonna cancel your C-dash. Now, we get to the annoying Hornet 2 fight. Some people don't think it's annoying at all. I think it's kind of annoying because of Grimchild, because sometimes he can just stagger when you don't want her to. Sometimes he can break staggers when you don't want him to. It can just kind of get annoying. So, the idea here for me is I try to just get staggers on here. Hopefully not like right before Grim's about to shoot, because then he'll just shoot and break it. But I try to get staggers on her and then just stand right in front of her and just shoot as many flukes as you can. So I just try to go for quick nail hits until I can get a stagger, and then I can get flukes off right in front of her and do full 112 damage. If you ever counter her, just take a step back. See, he broke her stagger immediately. If she ever does that, I see that I can land a bunch of flukes. Whoops. I think she's one hit away. Oh, 2 hits? 3 hits? Ah! Oh, I didn't know which. Okay, well, that was kind of a jank fight, but whatever. This fight's gonna take a ton of practice, just because you're over charmed, so taking 2 damage is just annoying. Oh, I thought she was doing something else. I tried to fluke. Whoops. I don't think those flukes actually hit her because the spike ball was in front of her, and I think those blocked her. That was just unfortunate. Starting the fight off with 2 hits is not ideal. And like I said, you have to come from the room where sometimes you'll take a hit, so it can just be annoying. So I would have been dead after the first 2 hits. You have to remember that her little needle throwing move, like where she throws it along the ground, will reset her, or not reset, it'll pause her stagger count. That wasn't cool. Whoa, what did she just do? That was so weird. She like, I don't even know what that was. As you can see, I mean, I've done this fight 1,000 times and I still die to it in practice sometimes, so it just happens. Like the flukes do melt her, but you also are overcharmed, so. She's never doing the needle throw. Sometimes I'll just shoot a fluke if I have high soul, because they're all going to land on her anyway. And she's close to death, so I'm just shooting flukes at her. Hope that she walks into them like that. If she's close to death, you can just start putting flukes on the ground and she'll eventually hit them. Most of the time, at least. I didn't mean to dash there. Alright, well, and that's the fight. It's just gonna take a lot of practice to get used to when you can shoot flukes, when you can, like you don't. Luckily, the flukes, when she is doing her counter, you kind of have to just stick because the flukes actually don't do damage. So don't waste your flukes whenever she's like countering. You just have to stand there and wait, or if you hit her, you can take a step back away and avoid it, or you can dash away if you really want to. You're gonna get that. You're gonna come back. And then you're just gonna. We are on Shade Cloak 2D. So I put that in my life split. If I know, as soon as I get here, 2 down. Stream gate to the left. I always take a drink right here. So then I'll show you exactly what I do. So I crystal dash and then cancel pretty fast, and then I try to drop right where this bends. So like right here, a little bit farther left is better than too far right. So, oh, I didn't have a. Yeah, essentially I'm trying to inventory drop right here. And then go over to like the edge of this platform, like the very side of it. You want to end this early because you don't want to hit those. And then right here, I end this early and dash on top. And then right here, you have to make sure you can only take 1 damage to these guys because they're going to do 2 damage and then you're overcharmed, so 4 damage. So you're going to be at 1 health after 1 hit. So if you have to slow down a little bit, go for it. Lever. And then I try to inventory drop right next to this platform. And then now we're going to do the thing called the Taiwanese quit out. Because there was a player from Taiwan that did it first. And we didn't even know about it. So you're going to dash, jump, dash, and as soon as you hit the water, you want to save quit. It's not very tight timing. You can do it like really, really late. Make sure you don't do it too early because I think the live split doesn't think you got Shade Cloak, but you actually did. So like the timer might still be running. Oh, and then right here, I just spam Dream Nails so that you can kind of get early control. And you're going to grab this Arcane. Do not dash before you're absolutely sure you have your Shade Cloak. Otherwise, you're going to hit those things. And because you did that Dream Nail thing, it's just going to keep placing you on them. And you're going to get hit 3 times and die. And I've lost a run like that. And it was really frustrating. But yeah, like just... Then you want to hit the bell, come over here. Now, every runner takes off Grimchild right here. You can leave it on because you're gonna need to put it back on later, and it's gonna like you're gonna have to like take off Shaman Stone, come all the way down here, put on Grimchild, then put Shaman Stone back on. But this next part, it's really easy to take damage. So being overcharmed right here is so rough. So every runner, even Axe in the world record, does it. We always talk about how like it's hello. We always talk about how it is technically faster to leave Grimchild on right here, but it's just so sketch. It's just so easy to take 3 damage in this next like 4-minute section that it's just not worth it. So right here, going to hit this lever and then immediately start a C-dash. Go over all these guys. Nifty little trick the Axe showed me. And start a Cyclone Slash. Try to kill both and hit the lever at the same time and immediately start a Crystal Dash. And whoops, that early. And you're gonna sell everything.
Vellum Artrit. Vellum Artrit. Boris Vellum Artrit.
We're a little bit over 2/5 through the run.
Vellum Artrit. Gachael. Helmadilka.
Alright, and you can Crystal Dash back or you can regular dash back. It's up to you. Drop in here. Make sure you don't hit the ground here. Make sure to dash first. You're gonna go left. I try to hit this guy twice. Oops. And then make sure to... I just down slash right there, whether he's there or not, just in case, because I don't want to hit him. So then right here, you're gonna go to the very edge and you're gonna D-Dark. Break that, and then you want to get this Crystal Dash as low as possible because these Hrumps can just be in the way. That guy can just be right on the bottom. Even if you're like the bottom pixel and you're as low and close to the water as you can, that Hrump will literally be like touching the water. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's one place where you can just accidentally take damage. Nothing you can do. Right here, I've seen Scurry shoot a Shade Soul to the right and kill them, but we don't have Shade Soul. So if you really wanted to, you could stop and fluke to the right. Sometimes those flukes will come in here and they'll just be like doing a figure 8 on top of you, like just waiting for you to not be invincible anymore, and they'll hit you. So that's another place you can take damage where it's not really your fault. But right there I got lucky and they didn't. Oh, I tried. Get off me. Alright, so this room. Here, we'll go over here and start we'll put the save state. So you're going to be holding nail, dash, double jump dash, and then just make sure to great slash to the left. You can get hits on them if you want. But let you get out of that room without having to kill all of them. It's pretty easy. I think Axe does a Cyclone Slash here. I'll try it. Yeah, he does a Cyclone Slash because like it hits both ways. Sometimes if you do the Great Slash too late, you'll touch the wall. I'll try to do it wrong if I can. Like that, and you'll turn around and Great Slash the wrong way. Then that guy is big. He'll knock into other ones, make them big. They'll interrupt your great slash, or like they'll just get in your way and hit you. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of trouble with this. I don't mess it up very often. But if you want to do the cyclone slash, it's up to you. Here. Grab this. Okay. Now, here is the jump that I know Scurry doesn't like to do in 112, but it's really useful. I'll try to show you, like, I mean, the slower way is to just go all the way over here. And, like, Crystal Dash, I guess? Wait, that didn't even work. I know Scurry, like, sometimes hopes that they jump. Oh, I guess you do this. Yeah, you do that. Okay. So that's the slow way. Fast way, or I will reset, like, all the way back over here so I can show you the full thing. I just get hits on them because why not? Alright. You come here. Okay. So I know Scurry will like go over to these mushroom guys and hope they jump and like double jumps, pogos off of them to get up there. But like there's no RNG involved in this method. So just get your C dash as close to this corner as you can. Like really wedge yourself up there, and as soon as you're like, you also can't start a C dash if you're still, like, you're not technically on the wall as long as you're holding the jump button. So you have to make sure to let go of the jump button and then press C dash. Otherwise, you're going to press C dash while you're still holding jump, and then you're never even going to start the C dash. You're just going to slide down the wall. So you're going to C dash here, and you're going to jump into a little, there's a little corner. It's right there. It's right here. You're going to, like, jump up this wall and then, like, go around to this wall. If that makes sense. Try to show you. So, the little wall right there. Can't like get back in there if I try, but so you want to make sure you're as high as possible, and then just jump off that little corner. And then you can do this the slow way, like this, if you really want, but it's obviously way slower. Fast way is just, if I can not be bad for 1 second. The fast way is to drop like this. Takes a little bit of practice though. But if you're not comfortable with it, you can slide down the walls. You can do it the normal way or whatever. So you do want to be collecting soul on your way up to Mantis Lords up here. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. I did not mean to do that. You do want to try if you can. You're going to want full soul for the Mantis Lords fight. So I come grab that wall, hit him. Grab that wall for a half second so you have a dash. Grab that wall so you have a dash. And then if you ever are short soul, you can hit this guy a couple times. I guess 4. And then you can actually start, I used to walk all the way here before I started this fight, but you can start it like really far over to the right. But, alright, I'll show you the Mantis Lords fight. So, there's only one move that they do that you can't really get 2 flukes on them, and it's that move. You don't want that move. Gotta get 2 flukes. Okay, so at this point, you're gonna double jump up to... Right, okay, so you see there's this rope and this rope. I try to go like right in the middle. And you're gonna charge C dash, wait for them to disappear, count to like 1 second, and then let go of your C dash. And that guy will be over on the left wall every time. Now the second guy might teleport on top of you. Like if he's on the wall right here and you C-dashed over and you stop right in front of him and try to fluke, he could teleport like right here like he's doing the downward attack. It's really unlucky. It just happens. Again, which is why another reason why it sucks to be overcharmed in this section. Get your 2 flukes. Get up here. So 1 Mississippi. See, like that. And sometimes you can even like squeeze in between them like I did. And then you just want to get 2 flukes into this guy as soon as possible. Except for right there where he had enough. He got hit by some of the flukes that were just bouncing around the bottom, so I didn't even need to do a second fluke. But yeah, that's the strat. So you just hope that he gives you either a dive bomb or he's on the wall. And if you can squeeze a nail hit in between the two flukes, do that, because like you're gonna have to get, you know, extra soul to kill that guy over there anyway. If you get a chance, charge up a cyclone and hit him, but don't get hit. Pretty sure he's pretty close to dying, but hopefully. If you can save soul after that fight, go ahead and do it, because it's worth it. You're going to have to build the full soul on the way to the smash shard anyway, but it's not a huge deal if you finish this fight with 0 soul. So, I'm going to break this. Sometimes there's a flying guy, like the flying guy from up top left is normally right here, and you can hit him through the floor twice. What I do is I bounce off him once, and then I double jump, and I like come down, and he'll be at the roof again. But I just hit him once and dash. Make sure you hit that. Win. Oh, who'd you get in the wish, Anthony? You hit those both through the floor. Dash over here. Hey, thank you for the 34 months, Anthony. And then you're gonna grab as much, all that geo. Come up here, grab that. Now, if that top one, whichever one it was, the relic, if it's on the left, just fall down the left hole. If it's on the right, just fall down the right and crystal dash over. Everybody else goes out the right side of that. I don't know why. Oh, I normally hit him. Like I said, you're trying to get to full soul on your way up here. Also, this is a pretty good point to bring this up. So, if you see my soul is at, I should be at 88. Yeah, 88. So that means one more hit, because each hit is 11, right? Now these little circles are 33, but for some reason, whenever you're building this, you could get that all in one wish, Anthony. What? Oh my God, those are all really good. Whenever you are building in this circle, they're all 11 soul per hit. But for some reason, when you're building this circle, it's 33, but it takes 5 hits for some reason. So you'll have to get 9 hits to fill this, and then 5 to fill the little circles. So I need 6 more hits to be at full soul. And you're gonna come up here. You charge with Cyclone Slash, like any point during all this. And you're gonna Cyclone Slash this guy. And I turn around and hit him one more time. But because I'm at full soul, I don't have to hit any of these guys. Whoops. Don't have to hit any of these guys. You can use all these guys to get extra soul if you need it, but obviously we're full. Anthony, yes, that is a nutty wish. All of them but Noel are really good too. So you're gonna get that. You're gonna dream get out. Do that. Press down 3 times because it says Grim 3D. 3 down. Alright, and here's where you're going to bench. Unless you didn't take off Grimchild earlier, you can bench for the health, but you don't have to change terms. But if you did, take off Shaman Stone, put on Grim, put Shaman Stone back on. Yeah, Noelle might be guaranteed. I got her on my first beginner's drop as well. She's not very good, but like, she's good unless you're like going for the best characters in the game. Anyways, so here is the Troopmaster Grim fight. So the whole objective of this fight is to get, right when he's doing his bow, you get 3 flukes. The flukes don't trigger the balloon thing, which is nice. Then you're going to, during the first phase after, because he's going to do the balloon because you did so much damage with the 3 flukes, that's 336 damage. He's going to go into the balloon phase. Then after that, you have to react to whatever move he's doing and get 2 flukes on him. Then he'll go back in the balloon phase. Then you have to make sure you have you have to like not get it. If you got full flukes into him, like all 5 of them have been full, 112 damage, you can't get any extra nail hits or you'll trigger the 3rd balloon on accident. So the whole point is just to skip the last balloon phase. I will show you a full fight first, and then I'll put his health on like infinite just so we can, so I can show you like how to react to all of his moves, and I'll try to like put 2 flukes into each move. So Also, you can get 2 nail hits after the flukes right here and not trigger a scream, but it's kind of tight. So, alright, I only got 1, but it's not a big deal. Hit him right before the balloon starts. Then I charge a Cyclone Slash, and then you're going to try to get 2 hits as he's falling. There we go. Also, I might be at 5 right now. I'm not sure if I'm at 4 or 5, so we'll just play it safe, and I'll just make sure not to cyclone on accident. Okay, I was at 4, so that he's dead. It's not worth like going over on Soul on accident and then triggering the 3rd balloon. Just take the extra time to make sure that you're not at too much. But I'll put him at infinite health or 999 whatever, just so I can show you like how to react to each of his moves. If you do that first nail hit too early to try to get the 2 nail hits, you could trigger a scream and then you get an extra balloon. It's just not worth it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's infinite him up. Well, not infinite, but infinite soul, infinite HP. Okay. So whenever he does that, you just make sure you're in between 2 of the spikes and then dash over, and you'll be in between 2 of the spikes again. When he does that, shoot a fluke, dash over, shoot a fluke. When he does that, you just have to walk away from him for like 1 step and then turn around and fluke twice and both will hit him. That's the damage tank one. If he starts off in the air, just turn away from him and shoot 2 flukes, and he'll come down, hit you, and then dash through all the flukes, and all of them will hit. Again, yeah, I wasn't far enough to the side. Fluke. And you can dash after him and get a nail hit. You just have to get really comfortable with like reacting to whatever move he's doing, and immediately know what the next option, like what the next thing to do is. So I would highly advise putting him on, 999 health. Oh, I still got it though. That was actually really good. I didn't walk far enough, but it ended up working out. You just really want to do this for like, whoops. Wow, that actually still might have worked. Yeah, it still worked. Wow. Got too many hits. Whoops. Still worked. So yeah, that's how you react to the 4 moves. And again, it still works even though I messed up. Still working. Oh, that's bad. That would be really bad, because that would mean you wasted a fluke and then you have to get nail hits, which is going to push him into this next balloon, so you kind of fucked up. You're just kind of screwed at that point. Yeah, that's the Grim fight. I have to do it one more time to like finish the fights just so I can continue with the guide, but it just becomes knowing how many hits you've gotten, because you have to get like you have full soul right now, so you're gonna use 3 flukes and then get 1 or 2 hits depending on if you get the 2, which is really hard. Like I said, most times you just get 1, and then jump and hit him once after the balloon, so you'll end up having 5 hits. Then you get 2 on the cyclone, so you'll have 7. Then you shoot 2 flukes, you'll have 1. And then you hit him on the balloon, and then hit him 2 more times, that's 4. So you'll have to get 2 hits, and then you can do the 2 flukes. It becomes remembering how many hits you have out of 6, because you have to get the 6 twice. So I got the 2 hits. So now we have 3. That's perfect. So now we need 6 more hits for the rest of the fight. I think I only got 1 there. Okay, that's 3. So yes, it was only 1. Now we have 3 hits. And this if we don't mess this up, this should be 2 right here. There we go. Now we're gonna need. See, right. Actually, I'll try to. Okay, what I wanted to do was, since I only need 1 more hit, right there, he did the thing where he shoots the bats. I can jump, fluke, dash over, get a nail hit, and then fluke again. So I wouldn't even have to wait for another move, but it's kind of risky because if you fuck it up, you're screwed. And you're going to have to wait for another balloon. I'll try to wait for him to do the bats just so I can show it. Yeah, there we go. There you go. That's what I was trying to do, but I wanted to, like, show it at the same time, but I also wanted to, like, be safe and just kind of show how to do the fight. Oh, whatever. But that's how you do the fight. Yeah, so it becomes getting good at knowing what to do for each of his 4 moves, and then on top of that, you have to be conscious with how much soul you've done. Because if you haven't missed any of the fluke shots at all, then getting 1 extra nail hit, he'll go into a balloon immediately, so there's nothing you can do. Unless you kill him before the balloon happens, which I have done. I've gotten really lucky and killed him with like the nail hit upwards as he started the 3rd balloon. So yeah, you're just gonna spam through his text, then you're gonna turn around and get the charm notch. Just have to see if it bounces left or right. Bounce right. Fortunate. Slower. No biggie. So, now, I have to say, the way I do this is a little bit outdated. Boomer strats, get all the memes out. Because Axe and Monsta both buy their lantern before Grim. I just don't want to mess up all my splits like that, so I just do it afterwards. It's pretty negligible as far as like time. Like I've had times where I lost like a second or 2, or I had to save time to Axe's like this whole section. So it's not like it's a huge deal, but I just buy it after. Buy the lantern, then buy the mass shard. You can look up how he does it his run if you really want to, but it doesn't matter that much. So right here, you're gonna take off Grim, put on Dream Shield. And then I charge a nail right here so I can Great Slash. And then start your C-Dash to the right of that little pole, the one that Minderbug fixes. Because most of the time if you do, then you won't get hit to this little tick right there. So yeah. You're gonna hope these big guys aren't in your way. They're not. And you go to the right side of this platform, inventory drop down, dash right. Now I'm gonna do this room a couple times because it can go a couple different ways. But the idea here is I'm gonna Dream Nail him. Then I want to Pogo. Sometimes you can make it under that bench fly without taking a hit. Your health isn't super important here because there's an optional bench coming up that wastes like 1 second. So like taking damage isn't the worst thing. I do try to have absolute full soul right here, so I want to get. Okay, we have full soul. Nice. Oh, I was gonna show it a couple times. Sorry. I'll see if I can get this. Okay. Turn around, Dream Nail him once. That's what I was trying to do. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to happen. Kind of like squeeze in between them and get a double hit. It works better whenever this crawlet is over to the left like that. So you can do this. Pogo. Whoops, I forgot to hold down because I'm bad. Like I said, you're just trying to get the grub while taking as little damage as possible in there. And you want to get a Dream Nail on that first crawlet because Dream Nail makes it kind of fast. That's the best way I've found to do it. That's my favorite strat. So, and just try to get some hits in here without taking too much damage. I have full soul, so I can just ignore these guys. I just dash in between the two and jump around. Then I just hard fall here because it doesn't matter. Alright, now here's the Brooding Moloch fight. I'm not sure if I need to start the save state outside, but I do all the time anyway. So, goal here is to shoot 3 flukes without triggering the fight. So, I try to line myself up with this little curve right here, because right here is where the fight will start. And you can actually hard lock yourself in this room, and it's really inconvenient. But the goal is to kill him kill Brooding Moloch without starting the fight. There you go. Fight's dead. Now, if you get too far in, the gates will come down right here, and you're actually kind of screwed. So you want to like get out as fast as possible, come back in, and get the match start. I'll try to show that fight with like a mess up. Oh, this is worst case. That's worst case scenario right there. So I am frozen because of the scream. But Brooding Moloch is dead. So now I cannot move. Actually, this is second to worst case, because you'll have to quit out, go to Dirt Myth, run all the way back down here, grab the Mass Shard, which means you have to go all the way around again. But at least these gates are open. Now, there is a way, I'm not sure exactly how it happens, but there's a way where these gates won't open and you're just screwed. But that's exactly what you don't want to happen. You don't want the fight to end while you're stuck in the Scream freeze. So make sure not to move to the right until you know that Brooding Moloch is dead. Sometimes I get impatient and do it on accident, and then I end up screwing myself. Come back in and grab the Mass Shard. So right here, I just hit him for fun. Now, you're gonna upslash him, crystal dash over here. You can crystal dash back if you want. I never do, because for some reason you're supposed to be able to crystal dash through all those guys and not take a hit, but it doesn't work for me all the time, so I just dash back over. You can crystal dash back if you want, but I don't do it. So, dash up against that wall and immediately inventory drop. You're gonna land here, and then set the Dream Gate, dash over here. Now, this room, you're going to want to inventory drop like right here, like right where these vines are, and I'll show you why. Oh, I was too far. Oh, wait, how far back is my... Whoops. Yeah, those vines might have been too far. This is one of those things where I don't have a visual cue for. It's just muscle memory for me. Whoops. So... That's like, it was too far. I kind of just do it like I normally do it and see where I end up inventory dropping. I get it like almost every time now. Like I said, I don't really have a visual cue for it. Yeah, dash up against this wall. Inventory drop. Now. Okay. Don't crystal dash. Right there. No, oh, okay. Not exactly right there. The goal is to bounce off those last mushrooms, but even if you did that, it's not the worst. This should be good. Yeah, there you go. You want to be pushed to the side by that slope and then bounce off the 2 mushrooms and you land like right at the exit. So you can bench here if you want. You can bench before or after doing Leg Eater, it's up to you. You don't have to bench though, that's optional. You're just going to buy all 3 of these. I'll probably go to Umu and then we'll end part 2. So yeah, bench there if you want. I've seen Scurry crystal dash off the back of that room. I don't know if that's faster or not. All the other day. So, if you have enough soul, or if you have a good amount, you can crystal dash down here. Otherwise, you can hit those mushroom guys if you want. It's probably a little bit slower. I've seen Axe do this. Do that if you want. I don't really need the soul right there. But option, need the soul. So, this should go the same way every time if you don't mess it up. Essentially what's going to happen, I'm going to Dream Nail, jump here, fluke, and then jump into him and fluke twice. Alright? Wait, I'm stupid. No, I'm wrong. You're supposed to fluke twice, then jump into him, fluke once. I'm dumb. Sorry. This is another one of those things where I don't think about what I do, I just muscle memory it. There you go. Yeah, so fluke twice. A good chunk of them will hit him, as long as you, like, jump backwards a little bit. And then he flies into you every time, and you just turn around and fluke while you're like on top of him, and it kills him. I love explaining things wrong and then doing it right. There you go. So now we have the first time where I get to show you this annoying Dream Gate. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna Dream Nail. Then because I have Dream Wielder on, right? In True Ending, you don't have Dream Wielder. You just Dream Nail and then you start up a second dream nail, and you hold up, and you'll immediately teleport away. And right before you teleport away, you'll get the dream essence, the essence. But because we had Dream Builder, that Dream Gate animation is faster, so you'll end up accidentally teleporting away before you get the essence, and that's not what you want. What you have to do is you have to put in 1/2 Dream Nail in between the one getting, like, hitting Elder Who and then the Dream Gate. So you're going to Dream Nail, start at 1, and then you Dream Nail again. It's really finicky. If you mess up, you can get locked out of your Dream Nail. You just have to get out of the room, and then you can Dream Gate away. If you do it wrong. Like, if the second one that you tried to cancel ends up, like, going through, like, it didn't cancel it, it just does the entire animation, you're kind of screwed. You can stand there for a second, and it'll still work. Like, you just have to put a delay between the one that was supposed to be canceled and the Dream Gate. But, if you try to do it the normal way, you'll get locked out of Dream Nail, and you just have to leave the room. You just have to go through the room transition. So, start a second one, and there you go. That way you get the essence before you actually leave the room. So I walk a little bit off to the left. Get that guy. And then right here, I normally dash to the first one, up slash. Sometimes this guy will come and hit you like that. Sometimes he won't. Depends. Then you're gonna C-dash over there and put the Stream Gate right at the bottom. Now, again, all these benches are all optional because your hard save is going to get set at Umu anyway. So if you really are super low health, like this fight, you should never take more than like 2 damage, but it is possible. So if you did take damage to that big jellyfish, you could bench up there if you really want to. Pretty big time waste, I guess, but like in the grand scheme of things, not really. So you could try to get soul in here if you want. You have plenty of time to get multiple Dream Nails, and you have Dream Builder, so you only need 2 to get full soul. And then this should be very easy. So essentially, I counted 3 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and I Dream Nail. And you want to be right below this little notch on the wall. Run around. You can have your own little pattern if you want. Be right on this notch. I got 2 slow attacks. It's unfortunate. You want to be on the right side of this platform. And then you actually don't want him too low. Like, you want him to start low over there, but then I jump a little bit, and then just floop. He's dead. That is Uma. So yeah, I will go get Monomon, which is just normal. But yeah, essentially, you just have to, like, it's not even like that big of a deal to where you place Umu like it is in other categories, because he doesn't have to get stuck in the platform in this category. You just have to make sure that he is out in the open to where you can get 3 flukes. That's all. And if you need to, you can get a Dream Gate or a Dream Nail right at the end right there, before like Coral pops in and breaks the shell. But it's not really required. Alright, that is part 2. We are officially halfway. And you're just gonna get Lurian. Okay. So yeah, I will continue part 3 probably on... I don't know if I'll do Sunday or Tuesday. I guess we'll find out. I have to do all achievements on Saturday. But yeah, that's part 2. Right here, you're just gonna Dream Get away, but we're gonna save it. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.